If I had to conduct an experiment that would yield insight into neorealism, I'd build a time machine and travel to Italy circa 1952. I'd ask Vittorio De Sica to make a film using Hollywood actors like Montgomery Clift and Jennifer Jones. I'd then team De Sica up with a Hollywood producer, the kind that liked to impose his will and sensibility onto a film, someone like David O. Selznick. In bringing these two worlds of cinema together, I'd hope for a clash in sensibilities so great that it would result in two cuts of the same film, one by De Sica and the other by Selznick. I would run these two films side by side and examine each cut, and in the difference, I would find something to say about the essence of neorealism. Both films start with a shot of a city, but Selznick not only tells you which city, but connects this city to the theme of love. Selznick's second shot shows a letter that spells out the central tension of the film. Meanwhile, De Sica's opening takes almost twice as long, but reveals far less. Already in the first few minutes, we can detect two distinct approaches to cinema. If we sync up some of the shots used in both versions, we can more clearly see the difference in approach. Selznick consistently prefers a shorter take than De Sica. For Selznick and most of Hollywood, the act of walking needs only to be implied, not endured. We can see this strategy at work in the following scene. De Sica shows Montgomery and Jennifer's entire walk through the restaurant, whereas Selznick implies this walk by jump-cutting through it. These in-between moments are what most movies seek to cut out, and yet it's these in-between moments that De Sica seems to be valuing. Syncing up another scene, we're able to see another value of De Sica, which Selznick sees as disposable, certainly contrary to Hollywood filmmaking. Note where Selznick cuts. This is a standard movie-making cut. In fact, most directors would have called cut on the set soon after Jennifer left the frame. De Sica, however, keeps rolling. He lingers on the space that the lead character has just left to stay on others who are still there or are about to enter the frame. This is a favorite move by De Sica. He does it throughout the film. His main characters leave a space, but his cameras don't follow, nor does he cut. He lingers on extras that we'll never get to know. For De Sica, these extras are fellow inhabitants, not extra, but vital, and therefore worthy of some time. By lingering, he decenters the primary characters. Selznick has cut almost every one of these lingering moments out. Lingering on those who add nothing to the story is considered excessive, or even worse, a distraction, derailing the plot or drawing attention away from the stars. It is an unnecessary diversion, like this wedding passing by, which he also cut out. What Selznick sees as waste and excess becomes the essence of a different kind of cinema and sensibility, in which shots linger and veer off to include others, in which in-between moments seem to be essential, in which time and place seem more critical than plot or story. To ask what is neorealism is to ask, what is cinema?